Hey guys, Red here. A while ago I put out a community post asking you, the viewers, what Bravely Default 2 bosses I should do guides for. And after already knowing that a Berserker guide was kinda mandatory, I went and checked the list for the next most voted boss, and was a little surprised. Galahad, the Shieldmaster. Now I don't say that to be mean, in fact I completely understand why people had such a hard time with this boss. So today I'll be sharing the tips and tricks that I use to take down this tanky foe and his horde of annoying monster allies, so that you can overcome him and obtain this sweet ass tank class. But as always, before we begin, please take a moment to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel, thank you. And very quickly, minor spoilers for Chapter 2. Alright, so nearing the end of Chapter 2, we encounter Galahad at the top of the Wiswall Tower. Now we did have to fight him temporarily at the very start of the chapter, but you're not meant to win that fight. Psst. Just a quick side note, if you do beat Galahad in that opening fight, you'll get an interesting secret cutscene involving the chapter's main villain. Now, Galahad is arguably one of the more annoying bosses in the game, mostly because he's got three very disruptive allies along with him. Galahad himself is able to use the following moves: Blinding Flash, which as the name suggests applies blind to your party; Personal Protection, where Galahad will block attacks aimed at the Picto monsters; Reprisal, a annoying ability that reflects 50% of the damage he takes back at the dealer; Weighty Blow, which is just a hard-hitting attack; and Anti-Critical, which just lowers crit chance against him by 25%. The three Pikto Demons come with up to 2 abilities each, on top of basic attacks obviously. The Pikto Mona, or the pixie-like creature in the back, has only one ability, White Wind, which heals all of its allies for an amount equal to its current health. The Pikto Amrita, or the Massive Knight, can use Loathsome Lunge to inflict dread with its basic attack, and Thanatophobia, which instantly kills anyone with dread. And lastly, the Pikto Beleth, or the actual demon-looking thing, can use Stun Smash. It's an attack that can stun, and Shadow Nova, a dark damage attack. For simplicity from here, I'll refer to them as the Mona, Knight, and Demon respectively. I found that I was able to comfortably beat Galahad at level 22 on normal, so that's my recommendation for attempting the fight. Now, one of the bigger problems that arises when making a team comp for this fight is the damage resistances these enemies have. The Mona and Knight are immune to most elemental damage types, while the Demon is immune to all weapon types, and Galahad takes half damage on a good mix of the two. However, you do have a number of tools to make use of. First off, don't underestimate Lily and Roddy. Roddy will help keep your party alive with his heal spells, while Lily can use Shadowbind, as can you if you take the Ranger, to paralyze Galahad and prevent him from acting. Speaking of which, let's go over kill order. The way I did this fight, I saved Galahad for last, mostly to avoid counters and reprisal damage that would just make sustain more annoying. The order we want to eliminate the foes in is as follows: the Mona, Knight, then the Demon, and Galahad interchangeably, I'd say, though I'd still even save Galahad for last of all. Alternatively, if you go for a higher level team with more burst damage, you can just blitz Galahad right off the bat and defeat him first and then deal with the minions after. I went with the former strategy though. Even then, the Mona needs to be your #1 priority. As long as it lives, the Mona will keep healing the enemy for 10k each time it uses its White Wind. But the good news is that its healing is based on its current health. So say you attack it 4 times and land 3, but Galahad takes the 4th one and it's going to be close to death, which means that its next heal will be substantially weaker. But this is definitely the highest priority target. Galahad is just here to interfere while the monsters do the real damage. I'd personally go after the Knight next because of its ability to insta-kill targets that have dread, which can make things messy. The Demon is going to be there doing a lot of damage, but you can heal through that, and Roddy's going to be helping there. Instant death is another problem in and of itself, so you want to take care of that. Then, once all the minions are dead, you just take out Galahad now that you can manage the reprisal damage and not have to worry about the Knight or Demon following up and killing someone after, you take 3,000 damage back from doing 6,000 to Galahad. As for team setup, I think using a monk with Bare Knuckle Brawler is really helpful as to bypass the weapon immunities, and plus it's just really good damage in general. A Black Mage is something else you'll need for the Demon, and a maxed out one is even better, since high velocity spells, the level 12 specialty that you get, will allow you to overcome the elemental immunities. Half damage will still apply though. And if you exploit it, all 4 of them are weak to light damage, so have fun with that. And of course, at the end of the day, if all else fails, there's always the golden gun known as GSS. I personally try not to recommend it, but it is an option technically. Well, that's the best advice I have for you. I hope this helped you defeat the Shieldmaster and progress through Bravely Default 2. If any of you have passed this fight and have any other tips for this fight, please leave a comment explaining it below. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, have a good day, and I'll see you soon.